So you think, because you are younger, Obina loves you more, eh? You will not come into my house and take my place. In the heart of an Igbo village, where the red earth met the palm trees and the air carried both laughter and sorrow, stood the compound of Obina, a respected trader, a husband, and a man divided by the choices of his heart. For Obina had two wives and two homes under one roof. The compound was wide, with two huts standing like rivals on opposite sides of the courtyard. One belonged to Ngozi, the first wife, fiery, proud, and quick to anger. The other to Ifeoma, the second wife, younger, gentle, and mother of two small children, whose innocent laughter filled these evenings. But in this house, peace was rare. Where two wives shared one man, jealousy was the uninvited guest that never left. That evening, the voices of the two women rose again. Ngozi, her face hard as stone, pointed a finger at Ifeoma, her voice sharp like the cut of a knife. So you think, because you are younger, Obina loves you more, eh? You will not come into my house and take my place. Ifeoma stood by the doorway of her hut, her wrapper tied loosely, her voice calm, though her hands trembled. Ngozi, I did not come to take your place. We are both wives. Must we live like enemies every day? But Ngozi's anger was a storm. She stepped forward, her words pouring like fire. The courtyard, once filled with children's play, now trembled with the clash of voices. The teenagers, Ngozi's children, watched from a corner, their mother's fury reflected in their eyes. Ifeoma's little ones clung to her legs, wide-eyed, frightened, unable to understand why their mother was always the target of such rage. The gate creaked open. Obina entered, his basket of goods balanced on his shoulder, his face weary from the market. But his weariness was no match for the storm that met him. He dropped the basket and stood between them, his voice raised. Enough. You are mothers. You are women of my house. Must you fight like children every day? For a moment, silence fell. The neighbors who had gathered at the sound of quarrel turned their eyes to him. Ifeoma lowered her gaze, her lips pressed tight. Ngozi folded her arms, her chest heaving, her anger unquenched. Obina's words were like water poured on fire, enough to bring steam, but not enough to cool the flames. For behind the silence, hatred still boiled, and everyone in that courtyard knew it was only a matter of time before words turned to something worse. And so the sun set on Obina's compound, not with peace, but with tension. In the quiet of the night, the children slept uneasily, the wives plodded in silence, and the man of the house prayed for a peace he could not hold. But no one knew that this rivalry would one day draw blood, and the ashes of jealousy would bury more than laughter. They would bury life itself.